Stevie Boy Clarke has picked his first Scotland team in what seems like years. And here it is. It will be facing Cyprus and Spain. And it looks a wee bit new, fresh. And then you realise, oh no, it's the same
It's
old
the same
pish.
old shit. 26-man squad. Do you agree with the squad? That's what we're here to find out. We're going to quickly go through it. But I feel like for some reason this is probably the least excited I've got over Scotland international games, I think, since Steve Clarke was in charge. Since anybody, well, maybe the Alex McLeish days were. It didn't last long, but it was terrible while it lasted. But no, normally I'm excited for Scotland international games. I'm just not really feeling it for this one. I'm not too sure why. I think it's because now when you're looking at the qualification for the Euros, it's almost like it's irrelevant because let's be honest, if you can't qualify for the current Euros, you're shit.
That's it.
I think Scotland, and I know we've only qualified for one, I get it. We didn't make 2016 or whatever, but back then they never had the actual home nations and shit. I think from this point onwards, Scotland will pretty much qualify for every Euros. Yeah, I'm not going to say everyone because there will be the odd one and we don't miss out. But listen, I think we should be. If we can't be in the top 24 teams, and it's not even that. I mean, sometimes if you don't even need to win the League Nations match. Sometimes you can finish third in your group, but the other two teams already directly qualify, so you get the opportunity from the playoffs. It's insane.
It's insane.
They've watered down the Euros big time. I preferred it when it was 16 teams, but here we may as well take advantage of it while it's here. And let's look at the team then that will take on.
Have they watered down the goalies?
Well, we'll talk. First, what do you think of the Euros, the 24 team Euros and the qualification format, like the second chance, so to speak?
I don't like it, but you know what? If it helps us get it, I like it.
See, be honest, I think another reason why they brought that League Nations thing in is just to avoid like big teams not qualifying. I think no, because you look at let's say the teams in Group A or League A or whatever it's called. Most of those teams are going to qualify through the actual qualify. So even if you finish third in your group, you're more than or you could get relegated, right? You could finish last, but the two teams above you or three teams above you have already qualified. So you still move into the semi-finals, playoffs, to get a second bite. It just makes no sense to me, man.
Well,
it's
that's
almost
it.
like rewarding failure.
And talking of failure, right? This team does not fill me with much.
Yeah, so the goalkeepers, we've got Sander Clarke, Angus Gunn and Liam Kelly. I agree with 2 out of the 3. I don't think Angus Gunn should be in the Scotland squad. This guy was asked numerous times. He's turned us down. I think he was waiting on a call-up for England. Obviously, that never came. Some people speculating it could be the next England number 1. That hasn't happened, and now he's decided, you know what? It looks like my best chance
What
of playing.
age is this guy?
I think he's 24 or something. Now, people are saying that, his best chance is getting into the Scotland team. For me, that's unacceptable. If you're turning down a Scotland call-up for maybe personal reasons or something like that, or injury reasons, then that's one thing. But to publicly turn down Scotland because you're hoping you can get a call-up to England, for me, that's unforgivable. Not just England, any national team in general. And I don't think you should have been asked to call up again. I don't think we're in a situation where we're desperate. Now, see, if we didn't have any goalkeepers, then maybe you swallow your pride and go, you know what, this guy... Or if he's that good, you're like, you know what, we need this guy. But I don't think either of those things are true. I don't think we're desperate for a goalkeeper, and I don't think he's that good that he commands to be picked now in the Scotland setup. Personally, out of the 3, Clarke, Gunn and Kelly, I'd go with Sander Clarke. I think his form's been good for Hearts ever since he came in and took over for Craig Gordon. He's arguably the best goalkeeper in the league at the moment. Majority of the matches for Hearts, he's winning man of the match. So, for me, he should be the Scotland number 1 until Craig Gordon comes back.
I think it would be total bullshit if Angus Gunn comes in and starts. You've got people like Kelly, who's never got a game, but he gets called up. Sander Clarke, first time called up, and what they could be playing second fiddle to a guy.
I think Sander Clarke's been called up before. He's just not won a cap.
I know, but they'll be playing second fiddle to a guy who's English.
Yeah, and it's turned down Scotland when a lot of these guys would probably give anything.
I'm losing faith in Steve Clarke.
Well, who knows? I mean,
imagine you paid $6.3 to get in the skybox to watch Angus Gunn.
Maybe Angus Gunn's the third choice, and he just didn't want to pick John McLaughlin. Which, can you blame him?
But go for someone else. Go for someone young.
Anyway, that's the 3 goalkeepers. I'm going with Clarke. Who are you going with?
I'm going for Clarke too.
Right, let's move into the centre backs. Got Liam Cooper, Grant Hanley, Jack Hendry, Ryan Porteous, And if you
What's
want to
us?
include Kieran Tierney because he can play there, then that's fine. But let's just talk about Porteous, Henry, Cooper.
Does it
and
look better
and
for Porteous that it says Watford, not Hibernian?
It does look a bit strange. Maybe take a while to get used to. I don't know, man. It's not that many, is there? Suppose if you're playing Tierney in one of them, you don't.
Do you not remember a few years ago when the Scotland team was full of Celtic players? Now it's the same amount of Celtic and Rangers. That's mad.
Yeah, that's
Motherwell's got the same. Hearts have got the
That's
same.
pretty mad.
Norwich have fucking more.
For me, if he's playing, this would be my if he's going 5 at the back, which I think he will. For me, I would like to see on the left, obviously go Robertson. On the right, I would go with Hickey. I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed if Patterson started because I think he's played good for Scotland, but
But he's been injured.
exactly. So I would go with Hickey, and I think Hickey is better. Obviously, he's on the left side, but I mean, you could switch him to the right. I don't think it's a big problem. So I'd go with Robertson, Hickey, Tierney, left centre back, of course. And out of the other centre backs, I would actually like to see Ryan Porteous play, and probably alongside probably Jack Henry. Being honest,
that's what I'd like to see.
I think Grant Hanley, he's been there, done that, and honestly, Liam Cooper, I've never been that impressed. I feel like Cooper kind of just gets called up because he plays in the Premier League.
Well, that's it though.
I think the last few times we've seen Jack Henry play, he's actually been very good.
He has been.
He's done well for Club Brugge in the Champions League. He's doing well in Belgium. Anytime I've seen him play for Scotland, he's had good games. And last time Ryan Porteous played for Scotland's good games, and I think he's doing really well at Watford. So I mean, give us something fresh, and that's a young back five. Or you could argue Robertson's getting up there, but no, I mean that's a fresh looking back five.
It is.
See, you
That's what
see
you need.
Sander Clarke, and then you see the five in front of him. You think that's fresh, man. Seeing you stick like a fucking Hanley in, and
Why is Grant? I mean, Norwich have got 3 players in this team, and you could make a case where every single one of them shouldn't be there.
yeah. Speaking of people that shouldn't be there, though, let's move into the midfielders. Stuart Armstrong, man, I'm just sick of this guy. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I mean, give someone else a chance. We've got Lewis Ferguson, Billy Gilmore, Ryan Jack, John McGinn, Cal McGregor, Kenny McLean. I mean, if it's Bruce McLean, or what's his name? No, John. Fucking Bruce.
Bruce McLean.
Willis. Bruce, John McLean Willis.
Have you seen Bruce Willis these days?
McLean. He doesn't look too good, doesn't he?
He's got dementia or something. Alzheimer's.
I'd still rather see him in the team than Hanley. Anyway, McLean, McTominay. So that is the midfielders. I guess if we're going 5 at the back, then we're going 3 in the midfield. I think Lewis Ferguson's been doing great in Italy, man. For me, I don't know if he'll start, but I'd definitely like to see him feature, whether it be brought on. And if he is brought on as a sub, can we give him time? Can we give him like 25 minutes, half an hour? None of this. Here, there's 3 minutes remaining. Let's eat up the clock with a Lewis Ferguson sub.
Armstrong, McTominay, and McKenna should be nowhere near this team. Not McKenna, McLean.
McLean.
Armstrong and McLean's time they're like Hanley. They've just been, especially McLean, right? I'll argue with Armstrong on his day. He's brilliant. He should be in there. See with McLean, I think he's just the guy who, for some reason, he gets picked.
For me, I would like this would be my midfield 3 for Scotland. I'd have Ryan Jack in the middle as the more defensive midfielder with John McGinn and Gilmore in front of him. But if Lewis Ferguson got a start, I wouldn't. Oh, fuck Cal McGregor. Forgot about him. You know what? I think he's overrated. Fuck him. I'll keep Ryan Jack in. Piss off the Celtic fans. No, I actually do think Cal McGregor's overrated.
I tell you what, though, right? See, because our striking options are so shite,
I could go
instead
4.
of wingers, you could literally just put 4 midfielders in.
2-2.
Cal McGregor and Jack in front of your back 5, with Ferguson and Gilmore in front of them, then your other 2. Could that not work? Could work.
Could do, what would you be your 3 then?
My 3 would be Ferguson.
I think we're kidding ourselves if we say that McGregor's not playing, aren't we?
My 3 would be Ferguson, Gilmore. Fuck, but then you're leaving McGinn out.
I can't do that.
It's going to be McGinn, Gilmore, McGregor.
I tell you what, though, our midfield's looking pretty good.
You know what? I was going to say you could put any of them in if you did McLean, McTominay, and Armstrong. Fucking Clarke out, but.
And up front we have Ryan Christie, man. You can play him in midfield. It's options. But I think he's been picked as a striker for this, or at least some sort of winger, forward man. You've got Shea Adams, Jacob Brown, Ryan Christie, and Lyndon Dykes.
No Shankland, no Nisbet.
disappointing. Very disappointing.
I mean, Shankland's injured, so fair enough.
I'd like to know what Jacob Brown's been doing to get a
He's
call.
awful.
And Nisbet's injured as well.
Is he?
He's been out for a long time, so that's probably... that actually sucks for them, because both of them were on a really good run of form, and, it's just injuries that came at the wrong time, and I guess they're not in the team now. Whereas, previously, they were kind of out of form, they never got picked, so it's just how it goes, isn't it? So, based on that, I do feel like that's probably where we are our weakest, like, and I like Shankland and Nisbet, like, but I think we do lack a great striker, like,
I know, where's that guy? Plays up for Rangers linked to him, plays for Sunderland. Stewart?
Greg Stewart.
Ross Stewart. Where's he? Is he injured?
Well, Sunderland, the speculation, they want 10 million, they can't even get in the Scotland team. Interesting. If it's a one-man up front, I think Lyndon Dykes. I prefer to see Lyndon Dykes. So there a bit of physicality, bit of presence.
But again, he's been injured. I don't know, he was in hospital with problems.
I think Shea Adams is very wasteful, like.
Yeah.
Good player, like, I just think don't think he's clinical enough. Honestly, for me, I think if we need a goal and the ball's getting crossed, I'd prefer it land at Dykes than Shea Adams. I've got more faith in him.
Of course I would. Of course I would.
Jacob Brown, don't really know. Haven't really seen him play much. I know he's had a couple of caps for Scotland.
I just don't see this team scoring against Spain. I don't.
Alright, fucking. I think we could.
I think the best we've got against Spain's fucking 0-0.
Why? What's wrong with the team?
I just feel like it's very toothless.
Alright, fair enough.
And I feel like our strongest point, which is midfield, will just get cancelled out against Spain because they've just a better midfield than us.
Alright, fuck. So what you're saying is shouldn't even turn up against Spain?
No, I'm not saying that, like, but...
Delete the video.
We just don't have anyone up front that makes me go, aye, well...
You know what? If David Healy can give Northern Ireland a 3-2 win over Spain with a fucking hat-trick, then I'm sure some of our strikers can do something.
David Healy.
Pish. Anyway, I'd go with Lyndon Dykes. If Shea Adams starts, I've no complaints. I mean, if Jacob Brown
You spent 2 minutes burying him.
If Jacob Brown started, I wouldn't really complain.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what he's capable of, so...
Capable of.
So we'll see. We'll see. But overall, I mean, I think it's a good team. I just do think we're a wee bit weak up front, like.
Let's be real though, right? He could pick Gunn, Cooper, Hanley. Alright, he's also going to pick Robertson and like Hickey or Tierney. But then he could pick, imagine he picked those at the back, Armstrong, McTominay, McLean, and he stuck fucking Brown up front. Oh, that'd be rank rotten.
Unless it turned out Brown was like the greatest thing to ever do.
I tell you what though, right? Regardless of the Spain result, it needs to be 3 points against Cyprus. And to see if it ain't, fucking Clarke out, man, honestly. What?
Actually?
Yeah?
No, I agree.
I'm sick of fucking kicking off groups, man, with mediocre starts and then, we need to win this game and hope that team gets beat 4-0. See instead of that, win your games. Don't fucking worry about nothing. Alright? Till next time, the squad's not that good, but aye. Steve Clarke's the man, and Alki we trust.